Hello learners, welcome to new lesson of research methodology, types of research. In this session, we will learn about different types of research, different views of categorizing the research, pure versus applied research, and structured versus unstructured research. So, looking at the types of research, there are three broad ways on which we can divide the research. First is applications of the findings of the research studies, like how we are applying the results that we are deriving from the research study. Second is the objective of the study. What is the objective of the study? Like we want to explore something, we want to describe something, we want to explain something, or what exactly is the objective of the study. And third is the mode of inquiry used in conducting the study, like how we are inquiring the subject to gather the data. So we can say that types of research when divided on these three modes are of application views, it's pure and applied research. On objective it is descriptive research, exploratory research, correlation research and explanatory research. Whereas on the basis of mode of inquiry, research are quantitative research and qualitative research. So let's understand the application view of categorizing the research. First is pure research. So pure research is also known as basic research or fundamental research. So in some books you may see the term basic research or fundamental research, but all these three are synonyms to each other. In pure research, we develop and test theories and hypotheses that are intellectually challenging to the researcher, but may or may not have practical application at the time or in the future. So we can say that new research has a broader objective of generating knowledge and understanding the phenomena and problems that occur in various organizational settings. Coming to the example of pure research, for example, developing a methodology to assess the validity of a procedure, or if we try to develop an instrument to measure the stress level of people, or is executives or the working executives success correlated with the high need for achievement. So these are the examples of pure research. The objective engaged in basic research is primarily to equip oneself with the additional knowledge of a certain phenomena or problem that occurs in several organizations in industry in a view of finding the solution. So coming to the next, applied research. The knowledge that is generated from the pure research is often applied for solving the organizational problems, and these types of research are called as applied research. So applied research are specifically aimed at solving a current experience situation or problems or phenomena within a specific organization. Examples are: should McDonald's add Italian pasta dinner to its menu? Should Procter & Gamble add a high price home teeth bleaching kit to its product line? Thus, we say that decisions must be made about a specific real-time problem in an applied research. Coming to objective view of categorizing the research, first is descriptive research. So in descriptive research, attempts are made to describe systematically a situation, problem, phenomena, service, or provides information about the same. It may attempt to describe how a child feels living in a house with domestic violence, or the attitude of the employees towards the management. The main purpose of the descriptive studies is prevalent with respect to the issue of problems under study. Next is correlation research. These research discover or establish the existence of relationship, associations, interdependence between two or more situations. Examples: what is the impact of an advertising campaign on the sales of the product? These studies examine whether there is a relationship between two or more aspects of a situation or phenomena, therefore called as correlational studies. Other example could be, what is the relationship between technology and unemployment? Coming to explanatory research. In explanatory research, attempts are made to clarify why and how there is a relationship between two aspects of a situation or phenomena. Examples could be, why stressful living results in heart attacks, why a decline in mortality is followed by a fertility decline, or how the home environment affects child's level of academic achievement. So practically, most studies are a combination of descriptive, correlational or explanatory research. Next is the exploratory research. In this, we try to explore an area where a little is known, or to investigate the possibilities of undertaking a particular research study. Explanatory research are also conducted to develop, refine and to test measurement tools and procedures. Coming to the last way of categorizing the research, which is the mode of inquiry. So first is quantitative research. These are structured approach research, everything that forms the research process like objectives, design, sample and the questions that you plan to ask to the respondents is predetermined. These are appropriate to determine the extent of a problem, issue or a phenomena. The studies are classified as quantitative if you want to quantify the variation in the phenomena, situation, problem or issue if information is gathered using predominantly quantitative techniques. Examples are, how many people have a particular problem, how many people holds a particular attitude, or we can say that quantitative research are appropriate to determine the extent of a problem, issue or phenomena. The last is qualitative research, which are unstructured researches, or we say they use unstructured approach. This type of research allows flexibility in all aspects of process like objectives, design, sample and the questions that you plan to ask to respondents. All these are not predetermined, and this research type is appropriate to determine the nature of the problem, issue or phenomena. The purpose of the study is primarily to describe a situation, phenomena, problem or an event. So when you have to make a choice between qualitative and quantitative approaches, this decision depends upon first aim of your inquiry, like the aim is exploratory, confirmation or quantification of the problem. Second is use of the findings, like whether the findings will be used for policy formulation or the process understanding. So based on these two choices, a researcher decides upon quantitative and qualitative study. So with this, we are done with the types of research. I hope you are clear with different types of research. As I always say, sharing is caring. So I request you all to share this video with your friends so that they can also get benefit from this video. Stay connected, stay blessed. Thank you.